Tonight's boxing action proudly brought to you by Madison Sport.
Well, good evening everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight here in the red corner. Tonight I'm with Mr. Boxing Brian Kerwin. My name's Brad Vicali, and we're going to show you some of the highlights of some of the better fights that was taken on February 16 at the Kedron Wavell Services Club in Brisbane. And that man there is Yun Geraldino from the Philippines with Dido Bohol in the corner. And tonight he's scheduled to fight 6 3-minute rounds against one of the rising stars in Australian boxing, Andrew Gosden. And we are in for a good fight. Mr. Boxing Brian Kerwin's with me this evening. Brian?
I'm not too sure about Mr. Boxing, Brad, but I'll take it from you, mate. Andrew Gosden, I think he's a definite promising young star, and I have seen all of his fights, and he's been unlucky in the first couple, and I'm hoping he puts in a good performance tonight, mate.
Being brought to the corner there by Bobby Wilson, a renowned fighter in his own right there, and Sundance Gosden. Remember that name, a young amateur star who's making his mark on the professional ranks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to
As we listen to our ring announcer, Mr. Peter Rukas.
On tonight's card, ladies and gentlemen, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with the gold piping. He weighed in right on the button of 66 kilos with 2 wins from 5 starts. He's training in the Boho stable with Dido Bohol as his mentor. Ladies and gentlemen, in the red corner, Juan Geraldino. And his opponent tonight in this light middleweight battle hails from the Sunshine Coast, where he's trained by Bobby Wilson at Noosa Box Office. He weighed in at 68.05 kilos, making his 3rd appearance tonight as a professional. He's wearing the red trunks. Please welcome to the ring, Andrew Sundance Gosden. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout to be fought over 6 by 3-minute rounds of welterweight limit. Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Tony Kettlewell. Your judges, Mr. Mark Osborne, Alan Burford, and Alan Simpson.
I expect you to obey my commands at all time. Shake hands back to the corner. Let's have a good, clean fight.
A good fighter is Andrew Gosden, and Yun Geraldino from the Philippines is no slouch neither. And of course, the Australian Gosden in the red shorts should start favourite. A very well accomplished boxer, very well balanced. There he goes with a right hand. Needs to take his time against Geraldino. He's been in with some good fighters, Dickus Rowley, Noi Gonzalez. He's beaten them all too.
Brad, Andrew Gosden came to Angelo DiCarlo, promoter and matchmaker, and said, I want a guy that stands in there and trades with me. He was frustrated by the boxing skills of Toomey, and hopefully tonight we've brought someone along that does that for him.
Well, I think so. I think any of the Filipinos were going to stand straight in front of you, and you're never going to have to go and find them. They have the heart of a lion. They will never take a backward step, and they will always be there to fight. As Andrew shortens him up with a little short right hand, but Geraldino's equal to the task here. He's having a bit of a go. He's hit Andrew with a couple of little short right hands in his own way there. There's a left hook. That's a damaging punch by Gosden. Got a great left hand, this young kid. Very well balanced. If you look at his left foot, you'll see the left foot's always inside the right foot of his opponent. Oh, left hook to the body, left hook to the head. Just needs to take his time a little bit, Andrew. He doesn't need to spray those punches. Beautiful left lead.
He's opened up much better than his previous 2 fights, bro.
Well, he's got out of the blocks very early, and that's always been one of his small problems. Being an amateur, which is surprising because amateurs only have a short distance of time to work with, and they generally get their work done very quickly. But there's that lovely left hand again, throwing punches in bunches. Andrew Gosden, there's the right hand over the top.
The experienced referee, Mr. Tony Kettlewell, in centre ring with the boys.
Also from up north of the Sunshine Coast, just out in our stable up here in Queensland. I think Andrew just needs to settle down a little bit. I think he's sort of gone straight at Yun Geraldino, and I think it's a mistake with these Filipinos because they can all punch and they're all very, very game.
And very durable, so it could be a chance that he blows himself out, mate.
Yeah, there we have the first of the head clashes. We hope that that's not going to be a regular sight tonight here at the Kedron Wavell Services Club. And we're really glad you can join us here tonight on the red corner. Some of the better action from a February 16 show at the Kedron Wavell Services Club on the undercard to take two for Matt Powell and Muhammad Elamar, which we will be showing in the next week or so, Brian, the Australian Featherweight Championship again.
Next week we've got Jim Savage and his fight against one of the Filipinos, and then we've got, it's on next week in 2 weeks' time.
Yep, Rolando Uronco, Savage Uronco. What a good fight that was as well. Hope you'll stay with us, and I hope you'll join us next week here in the Red Corner as we bring some of the better action of local fights around the Brisbane area, around Melbourne, and wherever you may be watching. Ah, there's some beautiful body rips with lefts and rights to the body by Sundance Gosden. And we're showing you just some of the better action from the Kedron Wavell Services Club. It's the end of the first round. A good round by Andrew Gosden.
Oh, yeah, Gosden. Oh, yeah, Gosden.
And welcome back to In the Red Corner for tonight's action, coming to you from February 16 at the Kedron Wavell Services Club. And Brian Kerwin, a good round for Andrew Sundance Gosden.
An excellent round, probably exactly what he was looking for, a guy to stand there and trade punches with him, and he got that, and he performed well. So he asked for it, he got it, and he did what he wanted.
And that young man in screen there, Yun Geraldino from the Philippines, Andrew didn't have to go and fight him, he was right there in front of him. And you know, they generally get better, these young guys. They're very durable, they're extremely fit, and they can pull it out of the fire, as we've seen many times with these young guys.
Yeah, and first fight into the country, usually they don't perform as well. Once they come out here and acclimatise, get better food, get better training, and get better looked after, then they start to live.
Exactly. They're out of their home environment, different hours, different water, different food, different environment altogether, as referee Tony Kettlewell brings the fighters in for the start of the second round. And we hope that you'll enjoy the action tonight from In the Red Corner at Kedron Wavell Services Club, back on February 16.
Andrew Gosden in the red trunks and June Geraldino in the black trunks with the Team Bowhole written across these.
Clubbing left hook by Geraldino as he came in there. Just needs to be a little bit wary, Andrew, with the heads clubbing in. Oh, it's a little bit of a low blow by Yun.
Tony Kettlewell won't stand for that, Brad.
No, he won't. He's a very good referee. He likes to keep it fair and to keep it honest between both fighters. He'll give both fighters fair and equal warnings. And I don't think there was any malice in that. He tried to rip the body and just was a little searched a little too low. Geez, a well-balanced fighter, Geraldino. Looks like he's done the work as well as Gosden pushes him back, works him into his own red corner. Instead of being so low, he's actually fighting low at the moment. I'd like to see him stand a little taller, because Geraldino is actually a taller fighter. And there's that searching to the body, to the rib cage, and the left hook by Geraldino.
He's fought back well this round.
He's certainly worked his way back into the fight. A good round by Andrew Gosden for the first round. He just outworked him in that first round. There's the right hand, followed by the left hook to the body. Clubbing right hand by Geraldino. But this is a fast-paced fight. I just don't know whether the Filipino can maintain this pace with Gosden, because Gosden, coming from a good, long amateur career, is used to maintaining this pace. But we're fighting over 3-minute rounds tonight, scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds.
And Gosden has been active of late, so he has the ring experience.
Had some great fights. Lost just recently to Jason Konofsky, and they're scheduled to fight again in a couple of weeks' time up in on the Sunshine Coast, as Gosden starts to unload a little bit on Geraldino.
Go, guys, take the step back, come on.
Good refereeing by Tony Kettlewell. See, Andrew just needs to poke that left out. That's a great feeler. He stands there, but what he does after he stands there and pokes that left out, he stands directly in front of Geraldino and cops those two little right hands. He doesn't need to do that. Just like to see him step off that front left foot a little bit, start twist around to his left, which he'd nullify that right hand of the visitor from the Philippines. Clubbing left hook, a big right hand. I think that's hurt it. Yun Geraldine, another right hand. Gosden's got him in a little bit of trouble here. Big right hand. He's in trouble, and Tony Kettlewell's called it off. He's waved it away, Tony Kettlewell.
That's a good finish from Andrew Gosden. He had his man hurt and he just clinically put him away, Brad.
Yeah, Brian, he's a good finisher. Once he got him on top, let's have a listen to our ring announcer, Mr. Peter Rukas.
Tonight, put your hands together for both our boxers. John Geraldino in the red, and of course Sundance, Andrew Gosden in the blue. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes, 27 seconds into the second round. The referee stopped the fight in favour of the blue corner, Andrew Sundance Gosden.
A little bit of strife there, Ewan Geraldino, and Gosden, who is a good finisher, took advantage of the fact that he'd hurt him with the right hand. He went immediately to the body and made sure,
Sundance,
as we have a listen to what he's got to say, young
you're in great
Andrew
shape.
Gosden.
I've got to tell you, I've seen you box a fair bit, and this is the best I've seen from Andrew.
Yeah, mate, I was in pretty good shape for this one. It's just good to get a win on my record, and hopefully from now on, all you're going to see is wins from me.
Okay, well, listen, I've just got the word. I've just got the word that the Tongia camp wants to throw out a challenge to you on March 9 at Chandler. So you guys think about it. You'll take it? You'll think about it? Okay, all right, that's the go. But the Tongia camp wants you, so, mate, but you're ready. I tell you what, you're in great form.
Yeah, mate, anytime. I'll do it again. I just want to thank my friends and my family for coming and watching me. And all
Oh,
the people-
Tyrone Tongia, Andrew Gosden, the hairs on the back of my neck
Andrew
are standing
Gosden,
up.
ladies and gentlemen, the Sundance.
Is it a mistake
He'll
by
be back, I'll
Tyrone
tell you what,
Tongia,
he
or is it a mistake by
great
Andrew
form,
Gosden?
Sundance.
We will soon find
And
out.
a great performer, isn't he? He has...